Titillating Tuesday. Does it make you laugh? Yo, let's talk about the unspoken truth or the unspoken way that things are. You know, you have your human rights and then you have your effective human rights. What you really have as your human rights. And if you look at girlfriends that perp you, they perp you from what's expected of you. Yeah? Like a girlfriend can give you pneumonia, you know that? You could be walking down the street with her and you meet a paddle and she's looking at you like she expects you to be chivalrous. To remove your coat and put it down for her to walk over the paddle because she's seen it in some movie. I'm like, girlfriend, that's a movie and that's a man that has expensive clothes where you can afford to fool around and mess up his jacket and shit. And that's a man that can put his jacket across for you in the paddle and then go shop and buy himself an expensive jacket to cover himself up. If I did that shit, I'll catch pneumonia and die. What you need to do, yeah, especially when it's cold, I'm not taking off my jacket for you. Take your weave off, yeah, and use it as a scarf. You're gonna hate me. Women are gonna hate me for that. The way things are supposed to be, where we model ourselves on people who are really out of our league. If you're broke as fuck, what are you doing trying to live a life that was designed for rich ass people? People who have dogs when they're poor. What the hell are you doing? You've seen it on TV. That's what rich people do. They can afford to feed their dog and put him in a house outside. You can't afford to do that, so he's going to have to sleep indoors because he ain't sleeping outside. It's too cold out there. Unless you're going to take off your jacket and for him, no. So he's going to want to sleep inside. And obviously, because you're not, to be honest, I'm a poor person, but what I've noticed about us poor people, we're obviously the most uneducated class of individuals, the working class. So we're not the brightest tools in the box. So animals will find it very easy to manipulate us. Yeah, it's very, very easy to manipulate someone who has a very has very low intellect. Yeah. So if you have a dog and you're poor and you've never been educated, it's gonna be sleeping in your bed, and when you're outside, you'll be sleeping with your wife. The bitch will get drunk. Yeah. She won't know what's fucking her, and it's got a dick nearly the size of yours. Let me stop. So basically, those are animal parts, but it's not his fault. A dog will fuck anything. If there's a hole there, he's gonna fuck that. So, you know, never get drunk around dogs, especially when you're a woman, because like it will overpower you. Already it's scary already. It shows you 2 teeth. Yeah, canine with that. That's why it's a canine. And you get shook, and you know, one thing will lead to another, and you're done. So it's about trying to avoid situations where you got perpetrated on, but you could have done better. You could have avoided that situation. Yeah, prevention is better than the cure when you're a targeted individual. So let's try and avoid dumbass situations, yeah, so that the only reasons that why we're being perpetrated upon are because of hatred and people backbiting us, not because we're stupid enough to put ourselves in situations where we're getting targeted. So try to avoid all plausible reasons so that the only ones left are conspiracy and supernatural, because these things happen in everyday life, you know, and we're expected to know how to deal with them. But the only problem is people who have a mental illness history. Conspiracy is, well, that's it, innit? So if these things do happen in life, we're going to find it very hard to deal with, but we're expected to deal with them. So the best thing to do, I'm not being antisocial, but I'm just saying that, you know, I keep away from people because I can't really, they do dumb shit. Yeah. Things that you know will lead to somebody being perpetrated upon, but they expect you to accept that as normal. Yeah. I've been in a situation where they expect you to see your door there and not close it or lock it at night. And you're like, why? and then somebody will come and do you something, and you're supposed to act like you didn't know anything. But that's another story. That's another story, you know, because Santa Claus does exist, in it. Yeah, but whatever you choose to say about it, he might not exist the way you know him, but there is a Santa Claus out there. So I didn't know that it was a patron saint of hoes. Saint Nicholas is the patron saint of prostitutes. I didn't know that. You know, all this time I was asking for the wrong present. But now I know I'm gonna be a very good boy this year. I'm joking. Anyway, does it make you laugh? Does it make you laugh?